It's your girl Odie signing in, and today we're going to talk about the 2016 film from Deon Taylor, Meet the Blacks. So, finally, we have a parody film without the Wayans family involvement. Praise God. No shade, but the Wayans family has to chill. After 50 Shades of Black, I really don't want to see anything for them for another 5 years. I'm just being real. Sorry. So, let's get into the plot. We have Carl Black, who is moving his family out of the inner city of Chicago to Beverly Hills using some illegally acquired funds and turning his back on a lot of disgruntled customers and acquaintances who are now going to take the opportunity to take out revenge on him since he has moved on the eve of the annual purge. Big mistake, Carl Black. Big mistake. So let's talk about some of the aspects of this film that I really enjoyed. I love that Mike Epps' character worked for a wiring company. So he is working in technology. He's working in all this electronic stuff, just like the father of The Purge, the actual film, The Purge. I loved that the son of the film was a little bit eccentric and he played with remote controlled cars, just like the son of The Purge. I love George Lopez's character as El Bama. Like, El Bama. It made me laugh so hard. I thought that was so funny. The intro of this film was like a comic book, and I really enjoyed that because you get the backstory of this family before you even meet any of the characters. So I thought that was really cool. I love that the score of this film was done by the RZA. I mean, come on. Wu-Tang. 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 I love that there was a number of comedians in this film, and guess what, y'all? No Kevin Hart. I mean, I know he's been doing his thing, but it has been so hard to find a black film, a black comedy that isn't Tyler Perry that doesn't have Kevin Hart. Like, he's in everything these days. And it was really good to see Lil Duval because I haven't seen any work from him in quite some time. I love the performance of this white couple. They were so funny to me. They were hilarious, but they were a little bit creepy. I think that their addition to this film was so necessary and it was so perfect, spot on. I loved them. And then last but not least, I definitely think Mike Epps is hilarious. He made me laugh so much in this film, like he usually always does in all of his films. So now let's talk about some aspects of the film that I did not like. First of all, it was definitely a little bit slow. So in the beginning, I was kind of like, okay, can we just get to it? It almost kind of felt like you were just watching a sitcom and it wasn't really that funny. I forgot I was watching a comedy. So it was like 30 minutes in before anything like actually starts happening. So that aspect I definitely didn't like. And then secondly, though I liked this film, I enjoyed it, I laughed a lot while I watched it, it doesn't have very much of a replay value. It's very similar to Ride Along 2. Like, you watch it, you enjoy it, but it's not something you're going to go home and say, man, I feel like watching Meet the Blacks. Definitely has no replay value for me. After the second time you watch it, you know, the chuckles are going to be a little bit less. Then by the third time, it's just like, you're just looking at the screen like, why am I watching this? Why am I watching this? And then overall, this film was kind of corny. Now, I like corny humor, I like dry humor, but this film is kind of just corny. Like, a lot of stuff that happens it's kind of corny, which makes sense, which is probably the reason why a lot of people didn't go out to see this film. As always, here on Blackgirlcinema, I like to give all films a chance. If something is whack, I'm going to call it out as whack. But if I think that there's something genius about the film, I have to point it out. And there are a lot of things about this film that I found very genius. Now, they emphasize the fact that this family had a false sense of security. You have this family who now live in a good neighborhood. They've made it out of Chicago. They have money now. They're rich. They shouldn't be affected by the purge. This is the same aspect and the same mindset that the father and the family in the actual Purge movie had. They felt like, we're rich, we have a security system, the purge shouldn't affect us. This is for poor people. This is for people in the inner city. This connection that they put into Meet the Blacks just made sense to me. It connected, it even emphasized more the point of the actual Purge film, which made it a little bit more genius for me. This wasn't just a parody of a whole bunch of films, just like, you know, the Scary Movie franchise. It wasn't like, oh, let's just make fun of something. Let's just make fun of all the scary movies of the past year. This was actually well thought out, and it was very focused on being just like The Purge. And then the people who actually came to Purge in this film, in Meet the Blacks, there are people who are bill collectors. There are people who are disgruntled customers of Carl Black. And these are all the people that Carl Black used in order to give his family a better life. Very much like the father in the Purge movie, who used people by selling them these security systems in order to give his family the better life that they had. All the money that he made in order to give his family a big house, to have the best security system, was all made off of the money off of the people who ended up turning their backs on him, yeah, and trying to come and kill him at the end of the film. To me, this film just made sense. The things about it made sense. I got where they were coming from. I understood why they did it. So for me, I have to give props where props are due. And I have to give this film a grade of a B. Let me know if you saw Meet the Blacks. I know a lot of y'all didn't see it because haven't nobody been talking about it. If you haven't seen it, try to pick it up. See if it's streaming on Amazon or something. It's not on Netflix yet. I know that for certain. Check to see if it's on demand and actually watch this film. I thought it was great. I give props to Deon Taylor. I think he did a great job. Let me know what you think of this review of this film. If you thought it was whack, let me know in the comment section. Y'all know I don't mind. So thanks so much for tuning in to Black Girl Cinema once again. I'll see you all next time. Bye!